Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I see there's 7 people here. If somebody could just give me let me know if you can hear me or not. I would appreciate it. Let me type here. Hey, every naughty. Okay, I can't. Okay, anybody here?
I don't see you. It says waiting for Trailer Trash Tim.
Oh, there you go. Hello, Stephen. I'm not. I'm not Mr. Technical. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. I think I am, but here we are as announced. It is 3:02. I tried to get in here on time, but I had to do a few things behind the scenes to get it going. I'm not quite familiar with it all, but anyway. Okay, I see Stevens here. I noticed it said there were 7 people waiting, but I don't see them. So I hope I entered in the right place. Let me double check something here real quick if I can. I hope I hit the I hope right button.
You look black.
I've got like 2 different screens here, and I, I see myself on one and I hear myself on the other one. So I don't know which is which, but I am here. I need some light. Let me put it up maybe behind me.
It won't help your face.
I really am. I don't know why I'm so dark. I'm outside,
Hmm.
and it is cold. Let me tell you. I mean, it got cold quick. I don't think that's helping. Okay, I see Steven. Uh, well, Steven, how are you? I have had a really busy weekend, and let me close this other page because I'm getting an echo. I'll just talk on this one. Um, yeah, I've been working a lot, and I got up this morning, and I mean, it got cold overnight, and so it's nice though. I like it actually. It's fall. But I guess it was probably in the. I'm trying to get some more light here. I guess it's probably was in the 40s this morning, and I'm not getting through to everyone. It said I don't know what else to do. I'm on the live stream page. I'm trying to get some more lighting here. Now this I did this last Sunday and it worked okay. Bear with me just a minute, if you will. Try and see if there's something that I'm not doing. Anyway, are you seeing anything in the?
Your face is just dark.
Okay, there's Marina. Steven's here. Marina's here. There we go. All right. I guess the others that are here, it says they're here, are just not talking. I don't know. But anyway, I got up this morning. It was cold, and I bundled up, and I had to go get a little work done. And it's nice now. Very nice. It's my favorite time of year. There's a lot going on, as you know. I'm going to be talking in tomorrow's show.
Just ignore me.
Okay. I'm going to be talking in tomorrow's show about the war. Obviously, that's a big. Yeah, maybe that helps some. That's a big. It might do better if I went out in the sunshine, but anyway, I'm up on my deck under a canopy, so. But there I am. That maybe that helped a little bit. And so I don't want to talk too much about the war because I want to save all my everything I've got to say about it for tomorrow's show. Although, if you follow me on Twitter, you've probably got a good indication of what I'm going to say about it. It might not be what you hear, at least on the mainstream media, anyway. But needless to say, I'm opposed to any war. I would like for it to stop. Simple as that. I'm just going to talk like we've got a crowd here because it says there's several that are watching. But if you're watching and if you're hearing me, it would really help if you would just type hello or something and let me know that you're here and that you can hear me or that you see me. That would be nice if you could just say hello, say, hey, I'm here. If you don't want to say anything else, just say that anyway. And we'll just continue. Okay. Like Horton hears a who, right? Did you guys, hello, Apollo. I am closer. I'm not close to Mobile. I'm closer to Birmingham. I'm about, I'm north of Birmingham, way out in the sticks. I've been to Mobile many times. Alabama's largest cities are Birmingham and Mobile and Montgomery and Huntsville. So if you ever, hello, Edward, if you ever come to Alabama, if you want to rank our cities, Huntsville is probably the nicest. I think as far as the city limits go, it's either the largest city now or it's going to be. Huntsville is it's like the they call it the Silicon Valley of the South. You know, they make rockets there for NASA. It's a real high tech city. It's really nice. Uh, Florida, hello, hyperbole. Apollo Man's in Florida. I have lived in Florida. I went to college in Lakeland, and I lived in Jacksonville. I lived in those two cities in Florida. Of course, yeah, government town. I was raised, of course. I hail from Georgia. Georgia is my home state. I was raised very close to Atlanta. So that's where I'm from. I moved to Alabama in about 2006, and I've been here ever since. So that's how I got over here. I transferred over here with my job. So, but yeah, Florida was nice, but not in the summertime. It was, man, it was next level heat in the summertime. It wasn't pleasant, but in the fall and winter, it was nice. Hello, Tracy. Glad to have you here. How many of you guys saw the Duran show I was on last week? Did anybody catch that? That was a lot of fun. I'll tell you a funny little story about it. I was on the Duran on Tuesday, and you can catch it on their YouTube channel. And Alex Christoforou and Alexander Mercouris, I think is how you say his name. And they, just great guys, real nice, real friendly. That was the first time that I've done a a program like that, a live stream, and you had to use special software and all that kind of jazz, that was foreign to me. So anyway, the funny part about it is, of course, I got there ahead of time. I think it started at like 9 or something my time, and they're over in Europe. Alexander's in the UK. Alex, I think, was in Cyprus at the time. I think he's in Serbia now. But anyway, yes, they're excellent, absolutely excellent. I highly recommend the Duran. But I get into kind of a backstage area, quote unquote, I guess kind of a green room. And they showed up there, and I was with them, but I thought we were live. And so they asked me a question about some issue, and I thought we were live, so I start answering the question. And about 30 seconds in, Alexander said, "Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it." And I said, "Okay, I'm sorry." He said, "We're not live yet. It's just the three of us." I said, "Oh, sorry." So we just talked for a few minutes and got acquainted, and then we went live. And so it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I thought it went well. And they told me after the show, we talked again, the three of us, and they said they wanted me to come back. So maybe we'll do it again sometime. I don't know, but we got a lot of good folks that found us there and kind of migrated over to our channel, which was fantastic. So if you're one of those, then hey, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you found us. We're glad to have you. Mighty glad. So tomorrow I'll be doing a new episode that I hope to have up by lunchtime, which is, a rough estimate of noon or so by Central Standard Time, Alabama time. Did you catch the Playhouse yesterday? Anybody see that? That was different. That was different. That was fun to do. It was just a little change of pace. It was fun to do, but I don't know. I don't mind doing them. It's just a nice little change of pace. But I'll give you a little inside baseball. After the show, I noticed from yesterday and today, I actually lost subscribers. So I don't know if it's popular with everybody else or not. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I don't. I guess like all YouTube creators, you're always looking at your statistics every day. Maybe you shouldn't, because I'm in it for the long haul. So we're showing growth since we started the channel. Anyway, overall, we've seen some impressive growth. So we'll just keep going, and you know, not everything you do is everybody's cup of tea. I understand that. There's some channels I don't want to watch either, but some I do want to watch. So all you can do is the best you can do and just throw it out there and see who responds. I've got my big, heavy winter jacket on. I cannot believe how chilly it is out here. I went and changed right before the show. I had a light jacket on, and I said, "Man, I am cold." So, how many of you had chili last night like me? That's kind of a ritual here in the South. The first cold snap you have, you say, "Okay, time for chili." So I had chili. Yeah, that's right, Michael. Michael is in, if I remember correctly, I think Michael is in Ireland. Are you not, Michael? Michael is in Ireland. Michael, you need to have me over for dinner sometime. I would love to go to Ireland. My brother went to Ireland, and he said it was the most beautiful place he's ever been. The old country. I meant to tell Alexander this, who is in the UK. I don't know where in, Stephen had Mexican. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Got the chili in the slow pot. Chicken and dumplings, Nita. Woo, come on. I can't eat dumplings. I wish I could, but oh, my mama could make some serious dumplings like any good Southern woman. She could make some chicken and dumplings. It don't get much better than that. And biscuits and gravy and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I had trout. Ooh, I love trout. Trout's delicious. I actually found trout in a can like tuna fish, and it's fantastic. If you like tuna fish, the trout is even better. Yeah, I figured that, Apollo man. I didn't know about Alexander, but I was almost certain Alex with a name like Christophorou. That's obviously Greek, and I figured Alex was too. That sounds like a Greek name. my ancestry is in Wales. Of course, I think my family migrated over to Virginia back in the 1700s, but I do not. The latest information I have on Gonzalo Bellicose is that his trial is this month. I don't know what day, but you know, I just hope that Putin can somehow get that regime toppled and get him out of prison. That's what I hope. But otherwise, I'm not real optimistic. And he wasn't optimistic either. The last video we saw of Gonzalo, he was on the Hungarian border, and he was saying that if he got captured, he would die in prison. So hopefully that is not the case. I was so hoping he could make it across the border, but obviously he didn't. So anyway, we'll just keep him in our prayers because he needs them. Oh, I'm so tired of war. I'm tired of Ukrainian war. I'm tired of Israel's and the Palestinians and Hamas, and my goodness, it's what's happening in Israel is just awful. It's just awful. Lots of bad news, but it's fairly peaceful in my neighborhood, thank the Lord. So anyway, yesterday I worked and I watched some football. Football in America is not football in Europe, of course. Um, you know, over there, football is soccer, which is catching on in the States, I have to say. My son is really into soccer or football. You are correct, Apollo Man, and I have maintained that in past videos that all that has to happen, because Gonzalo Lira is an American citizen, all that has to happen is for Victoria Nuland or Anthony Blinken or Biden to pick up a phone and say, let him go, and they would let him go. But his own government won't support him. It's absolutely scandalous. It's a shame. It is a shame.
How's your battery?
Same with Edward Snowden, for that matter.
How's your battery?
How'd do what now?
Battery?
What about it? Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my battery's good. My battery is good. What are you all up to this weekend? Everybody having a good weekend? It is, what is it, October the 8th?
Mm-hmm.
This year is almost gone. I can't believe it. Be 24 before you know it. I will be turning, where is everybody from? Can you tell me? I know Michael's in Ireland. Somebody told me they're in Florida. I'm slightly jealous. I think Bonita's in Missouri, unless she moved a day or two ago. I think I know where Marina is. White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Tracy, sister, you need to head south ASAP. Stevens in Mississippi. There you go. I've been to Mississippi many times. Beautiful state. I went on a few years ago. I drove to Nashville and Edward's in Toronto. Yeah, Tracy, I think Edward for Stephen. I picked up the Natchez Parkway in Nashville and drove the whole weekend all the way down to Natchez, Mississippi. And that was a fun weekend. That's a really beautiful drive. If you're ever in the States, Xander's in Ontario. Wow, we got Canadians in the house. How you guys feel about Trudeau? Anyway, the Natchez Trace Parkway, it runs fairly well the length of Mississippi from north to south, and there's a lot to see. A lot of marks on the trail that you can stop and see. It's really interesting. Bellicose grew up in California, scraped Ohio in '94. I had my favorite college roommate was from Zanesville, Ohio. I don't know whatever happened to him. We were good buddies. God bless the Canadian truckers, indeed, indeed.
Row tide.
Now you're tired, Stephen. Mississippi's a beautiful state. I like it. Biloxi is pretty along the coast. I've been to Tupelo many times. Yeah, I hear you, Bellicose. I don't know. We've got Biden and you've got Trudeau. I don't know if you want to work out a trade or not. That probably wouldn't be any better for either of us. We've got some real doozies in leadership around the world with Biden and Trudeau. And I came on at 3, Swelling. Macron, Merkel, and of course Zelensky, who Alex Christoforou calls Alinsky. I don't know why he doesn't pronounce the Z. But anyway, yes, we do need them out. Hopefully we'll get rid of one of them next year if he makes it, but I don't know if he's going to make it or not. I hate to do this to all of you, but tomorrow I'm going to be talking a good bit about Hillary Clinton. So hide your kids, hide your wife. It's not a pleasant topic, but it needs to be discussed. So we have been on for 21 minutes now. So I was thinking, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm in no hurry. Poor Swelling. He has my sympathies. He's in California. California, he says. There you go. We have a semblance of sanity in Alabama. We're not quite as crazy down here as they are in California and Minnesota, and Missouri's fairly sane. Missouri's a nice state unless you get into the cities. You know, it's always in America. It's always cities versus counties. You know, if only people in the country voted in American elections, we would never have any loonies elected to office. All of our loonies live in the cities. All of our loonies are in New York and St. Louis and Chicago and LA and San Francisco and Atlanta and Minneapolis. That's where all the crazies are. They're all in the cities, and unfortunately, they all vote. But it's the good, hardworking people, the salty the earth people, as we say, that are out in the cities. They're still sane, you know. Why does everybody in Alabama throw their garbage on the road? That's a good question. I don't, but you're right. A lot of people do. Swelling, I tell you, man, I don't get the Braves last night. They could not find their bats, and that's really odd. They've been swinging the bats good all year. We had decent pitching, but the Phillies shut us out, and the Dodgers, my goodness, what happened with Clayton Kershaw? Wow, it's just been crazy. So, Andrea, welcome. You're in Illinois. Yeah, the gerrymandering. I hear you. Just joining in. Thanks for backing Gonzalo. Thank you, Racing Krieger. Yeah, are you in Germany? Yeah, listen. You know, anytime that I get um, anytime I get news on Gonzalo, and I've got my ears and eyes open, I will always be sure to share it with our community, um, and we just continue to hope for some positive results in his case. It's just tragic. Welcome from Germany. My father was in Germany and France in the Second World War, and he loved Germany. He said he loved the German people. He was just a country boy fresh off the farm from rural Georgia, and he got sent to Germany, and he loved the German people. He said they were very good to him while he was there. He even spoke a little German by the time he got back home. I hope I've got this live stream down. I don't know. I guess I do because we've got people here now. Um, so I guess I've got this down. I don't know if this is something you guys want to do on a regular basis or not. I'm game if you are. I can do a regular show or do a live stream or whatever you want to do. But I'm happy to meet with you live if that's what you all want to do. All right. So we have Germany in the house. We've got Canadians in the house. Tracy's in Minnesota. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I like live. It's all right. It's all right. I'm so glad all of you are here, and I'm so glad you're part of the channel, and I'm so glad that so many of you caught the Duran last week. A lot of fun. Yeah. Andrea was a military brat and lived in Germany for 3 years. Yeah. Beautiful country and people. Yeah, I've never been, but I've heard it. I've seen my father's pictures, and he said it was the most beautiful place he'd ever been. I'm sure it is. Went by Z, so it was being banned. That's why Alex. Oh, I did not know that, Xander. Oh, I see that. So that's why he drops the Z. Okay, all right. What do I deliver with my work trailer? I have never told anybody what I deliver with my work trailer. Are you ready for this? I'll tell you. Are you ready? Now, bear in mind, I have, if you've watched any of my videos, you've probably heard me mention the fact that starting in March of this year, I went on the carnivore diet, right? Which I'm still on. I went to the doctor and I wasn't doing too well. I wasn't feeling good at all. And I clocked in at 250 pounds. And my doctor said, "Hey, buddy, you better do something." And so I said, "You're right." And so I found Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube, who I highly recommend. Dr. Ken Berry is one of several doctors that are proponents of the carnivore diet, and which just means you eat meat. I eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, or any kind of meat. And thus far, I've lost 62 pounds. But anyway, to answer Swelling's question, what I sell out of my cargo trailer is Little Debbie snack food cakes. Yes, I watch Dr. Berry, Dr. Berry, Apollo Man. Yes. Anybody ever have a Little Debbie? Can you imagine how guilt-ridden I am peddling Little Debbies? If you don't know what Little Debbies are, if you're in overseas or something, Little Debbies are little snack food cakes like oatmeal pies and Nutty Buddies and honey buns and Swiss rolls and cosmic brownies. Nothing but sugar, right? So that's what I'm selling to the eating public, and they buy them like crazy. And I'm a distributor, so I go to all kinds of stores and sell my Little Debbie's, yeah, disaster snacks. Um, I go to Walmart's, I go to Dollar Generals, I go to independent grocery stores and sell in the Little Debbie's. They are nasty, actually, Bellicose. They're not good for you at all. But in my defense, I sold them when I did eat them, and but now I'm still selling them. Xander is whole food plant based. Okay, yeah, I know people that do that. I think Dr. Berry's wife is keto. I think she does eat some vegetables, but I just went whole hog, literally, and it's for me. It's just easy. It's carnivore is easy, just eat meat, and it works out great for me. Hello, but man, the print is so small on this. Love ya. Hi from Wisconsin. Do I go on RT News? I do go on RT News occasionally, not regularly, but I do. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Let me say hello to other folks. Baljan is in Connecticut. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Yes, Apollo, the proper human diet. He also calls it the ancestrally appropriate diet. Swelling, I think keto is good. Keto, of course, you eat other things other than meat, vegetables, and whatnot. The thing with keto is you keep your carbs. Carbs are the enemy. So I've done before a plan called Wheat Belly, the Wheat Belly way of eating, and they restrict you to like 45 carbs a day, like 15 per every 6 hours. It's not bad. Keto is not bad. I just prefer carnivore myself. Uh, that's right. Hurricanes and Little Debbie's disappear. Milk, bread, and Little Debbie's go out the door. Um, love you. I think that's Jan. And Jan, I do use I do a lot of research to prepare. There's a lot of work going into these episodes. I do a lot of reading, a lot of listening, a lot of studying to prepare for the shows, get myself fairly familiar with the content. I do go to RT. I go to Citizens Free Press. I go to Breitbart a lot. I listen to Mark Gruber. I'm going to need some help keeping up with comments. I'm getting a lot of them. I can't keep up. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm trying to keep up and answer questions as I can. There's a channel on YouTube I highly recommend. The Duran is excellent. I get a lot of insight from them. Pardon me. If you can find a channel called America's Untold Stories on YouTube with Mark Gruber, well worth your time. Fantastic channel. Yes, Jordan Peterson is carnivore, as is his daughter. Paleo, yeah, that's good. Keto's good. Hooper is on the Jaws diet. He only eats shark before they eat you, right? Oh my goodness. Bridget, thank you so much. Thank you. Much respect from Newfoundland. Wow, we got a lot of Canadians here. That's great. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate that. I'm glad you found me. It was great to be on there. I'm supposed to be on again. I don't know when though. Swelling. I do eat liver occasionally. I'm not crazy about it, but liver has got so many good nutrients in it. It's actually really good for you. Sometimes I'll sneak it in hamburger patties and get it that way, but I really I mostly eat beef, but I do eat pork. I eat bacon, a lot of bacon, a lot of eggs. Bacon and eggs is probably my go-to. I love bacon and eggs. Yeah, Andrea, bacon's the best, isn't it? Uh, what else do I read? I listed those websites. I stay away from the Western mainstream media for the most part. Um, Larry's in the Pacific Northwest, but from Alabama. Well, that's great, Larry. I have the Pacific Northwest on my bucket list when I start traveling. I would love to go up to Oregon and Washington, and I got a neighbor running his mower. Thanks a lot, buddy. Yes, Andrea. I love Viva and Robert Barnes. They are fascinating. Uh, Barnes is Barnes is Barnes is brilliant. He does a lot of interactions with Mark Gruber from time to time. So yes, they are wonderful. Swelling, I'm actually holding my fire. No pun intended. That's not me being funny. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Um, Timcast is good. Yes, Tim Pool, he's excellent. The bottom line on the war is I am anti-war, and I don't want a war between anybody. So I've got more to say about that I'm going to say tomorrow. If you follow, you guys need to follow me on X/Twitter. I posted some of my thoughts on X today, earlier this morning, and but I'm going to be covering that more tomorrow in the show. Yes. Hello, Sigrid Roder. Hello from Donegal, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Jan, that was an excellent show on Dick Carlson, Tucker's father, that Mark covered. Mark is excellent on a lot of things, especially the JFK assassination. If you don't know about Lyndon Johnson, he was one dirty dog, let me tell you. I mean, he makes some of these other corrupt presidents pale in comparison. He was a piece of work. He really was. I think Mark Gruber believes that he was going to be dropped from the ticket and maybe even prosecuted for his past crimes before the Kennedy assassination. That's a lot of shows right there. But yeah, I was no fan of Johnson. But yeah, check that out. America's Untold Stories with Mark Gruber. He's excellent, excellent. Him, and Eric Hunley, they do a great job. So I look at. I think Breitbart is an excellent resource. Uh, None of the letter media in America, including Fox, I avoid them.
Revolver, Gateway Pundit.
Gateway Pundit is good. Revolver News can be good. RT is pretty good. You generally have to go outside of the states and the UK to get the truth. Just the way it is. Yeah, the show on Tucker was excellent. Tucker is doing some fantastic interviews. Thank you for stopping in, Rosenkrieger, if I'm pronouncing your name right. The New Atlas. I've heard of that, but I've not been there. I'll have to check that out. It is getting chillier by the minute. I bought this jacket last winter at the Tractor Supply, and it's a great jacket, man. It is warm. Spent a pretty penny for it too, but it was worth it. Hardlens Media, Due Dissident, Gray Zone, New Atlas. I've not heard of those, but I have heard of New Atlas. The temperature here, I think, if you'll hang on, Tracy, I will tell you.
67.
It says 67, and I don't believe it. TSC, I don't know what that is. Okay, my weather app says it's 67. I don't believe it. It feels like it's 37. It's 50 there. Wow, that's not too bad. Jan, I'm near Birmingham, Jan. And you're in New Orleans. I bet it's nice in New Orleans. I have been to New Orleans, Jan. Several times actually. I was in New Orleans. This wasn't the last time. I've been to the French Quarter a few times. I went to 72 in Mississippi. I went to New Orleans the August after Katrina. I had to go down there and do some work. I stayed I stayed on the other side, the northern side of Lake Pontchartrain. I've never experienced heat like that in my life. I thought I was going to die. It was so hot. New Orleans is a very eclectic town. They got good food. Woo! Come on. But I kept my wallet in my front pocket when I went to the French Quarter. I know that. New Orleans is probably nice right now. A piano player in the French Quarter. Fantastic. I'll tell you a little secret, Jan. I play the piano. I hadn't played it in quite a while. I used to be the church piano player. How about that? Crazy, right? This is probably a great time of year to be in New Orleans, I would imagine. But we got to get Tracy out of Minnesota. Bless her heart. Ooh, I wouldn't want to be up there right now. That's where I played, Jan. I used to be the church pianist when I was a teenager, no less. Sure was. I don't know if I told the. Did I tell you guys the story? I think I told you guys the story last week of Travis Tritt. Did I not? Didn't I tell you that story? Yeah, we do, Jan. Yeah, Tracy, let's go. I've been to the Caribbean. I've been on some cruises to the Caribbean. Oh, loved it. Nassau and the all through the Bahamas. Wonderful down there. The Bahamas are wonderful. I'd love to be there right now, no doubt. Thank you, Swellen. No, I've never done anything other than like high school plays or whatever, and not many of them. But I'm glad you enjoyed my playhouse. I'm already working on next week. I'm not sure exactly. I don't have it all done, of course, but yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the playhouse yesterday. Those are fun to do. But I go back and look at them, and I see so many mistakes. But maybe the more I do, the better I'll get. Hopefully, anyway. Somebody told me, they said you had your phone on the wrong side of your face. You were blocking the camera, and it's true. I should have had my phone on the other side, right? I do not have a piano. I had one, and when I moved, the piano didn't make the cut. I've had several pianos, both uprights and electric. But yeah, I miss my piano. I wish I had it still. I might have to relearn to play all over. I don't know because I haven't played in so long.
God help us.
Yeah, I love the piano. I started taking lessons when I was like 12, and I went for like 2 or 3 years just not getting it. I mean, every week, I don't know, once or twice a week, I'd have lessons, and I just wasn't progressing at all. And one day, I sat down at the bench, and I don't know what it was. Something just clicked, and I just started playing. So that was pretty good. That's true, Jan. Yeah, you can get the weighted keys. I don't like the short keyboards. I like the 88 key keyboards. My favorite electric piano. I don't even know if they make them anymore. It was called a Roland. Uh, Roland, was it not Roland? What is that called? It's 88 keys. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. Oh, I'll think of it maybe. Yeah. I don't know how many voices I do. I used to do impressions. I can do an impression of President Reagan pretty good. Yeah. Oh, Fender Rhodes. That's the piano I'm trying to think of. I love the sound of a Fender Rhodes, 88 keys, weighted keys. As far as electric pianos goes, those are my favorites. Thank you, Hooper. My poems to music. There you go. I think, don't hold me to it, but I think next week's Playhouse is going to be about, if you can stand it, you may not want to watch this one. I think it's going to be on Hillary Clinton. So it should be epic, actually. Maybe I can skewer her appropriately.
Without mentioning her name.
Yeah, without mentioning her. I don't know if I can do that or not, but she deserves it.
Well, everybody would know.
Yeah, there we go.
Send you to a re-education camp.
Me neither, Swelling. But she's back. I'm going to be talking about her tomorrow. She's back in the news, and she's got a problem with those MAGA extremists, you know. I'm going to be talking a lot about that tomorrow. I'm going to give that woman a piece of my mind.
And
She
she's
should
got her
be,
campaign hair.
huh?
She's got her campaign
Yeah,
hair on.
she's got her campaign hair. I would not be surprised if she ran again. It would not surprise me one bit. Because she's out on the stump again, you know, making speeches. So, hey, Due Dissonance. I don't know of them.
I'll have to check them out.
I'll have to check them out. Due Dissonance. Do they have a YouTube channel? Lord help us, Tracy, right? Due Dissonance. I'll look them up
Due Dissonance.
on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I'll look them up. You guys, if you're not on X / Twitter, You could follow me there. I post a good bit there. There's some good folks on Twitter or X. I can't kick the Twitter addiction. I love. I went to X when I first went there just to follow James Woods, who is just wonderful. Okay, Due Dissonance. Okay, yeah, I'll check them out.
I subscribed so we can remember.
Good deal. Yeah, YouTube. I watch the Duran on YouTube. I watch Dr. Barry on YouTube. I watch
Mark Rivera.
America's Untold Stories, Mark Gruber. I watch a lot of people on YouTube. Um, I watch a lot of travel videos too, actually, RV related stuff because I'm into RVs. Um, yeah. So anyway, all right, Mike. I'm glad all you guys showed up. Good to see you. We've got them all over: California, New Orleans, Minnesota, Canada, Germany, Florida, Mississippi. I hear you, Jan. I've got my RV, and my plan is to travel in it one of these days, Lord willing. Mostly now when I go out, it's fairly local stuff, you know. But yeah, I would love to go out west. Oh, you've got an Airstream. I'm jealous. Airstream is they're wonderful. I have a Jayco travel trailer, but Airstreams are fantastic. I was actually looking at a Casita. They're made in Texas, but they are pricey. Of course, Airstreams are pricey too. Airstream is they're wonderful. Love Airstreams. Hello, Silent Walt from Canada. Good to have you here. That's true, Andrea. All right. Yeah, I would love to go out west primarily right now, especially the desert Southwest where it should be warm. Arizona. I'm not a fan of cold weather. I wish I had some say so over. I think some of you guys get ads, and there's nothing I can do about that. Of course, that's a YouTube thing, but sorry about that. There you go. Jan, are you on YouTube with any of your do you have any videos up on YouTube of your piano playing and singing? They're in New Orleans. I've had back when I ate bread, I had what do they call them? There's a restaurant there. I want to say Dumont. Is that right? What's the breakfast bread they make that's so famous that I can't think of? Delicious, but now I can't remember what they call them. Cafe Du Monde, I believe, is the name of it. I think that's what it is. You know, it's there's so much, as Trump rightly said, so much fake news out there. But if you dig, you can find real news. There's actually a lot of it. Of course, you got to know where to look, but it's out there. If you do your due diligence, you can find it. Bar Harbin, Maine. Swelling, I eat typically no more than twice a day, sometimes once a day, but no more than twice. I probably eat twice today, but not much. I really don't get all that hungry. Yeah, you should, Jan. Put it up. I'd love to see it. Maybe you could be our staff musical director. The Triple T musical director. That's great. Yeah.
Baguettes.
Baguettes. Baguettes. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Santo Bartels.
Yeah. Some of our greatest chefs have come out of New Orleans. Paul Prudhomme. Everybody's heard of Emerald. Bam! John Foltz. Of course, Justin Wilson. Aye. A lot of good cooks came out of New Orleans and Louisiana. Wonderful. I learned to cook. I can cook fairly well. I'm not a great cook, but I learned to cook watching. I learned to cook watching a chef on TV years ago called the Frugal Gourmet, and he's no longer with us. And he fell into some scandals, but he had a good show. And I learned by watching him, and then I just go repeating. I got his books, and that's how I learned to cook. Andrea, ribeye is my favorite steak. I eat ribeyes probably at least once a week. They are delicious, and they got a lot of good fat on them too. Yeah, I watched him too. Yeah, I got a new grill about a month ago. It's a gas grill. It's a portable grill. I can take it with me when I go off in my RV, and I just take it with me. What?
Swellen wants to know who is there with.
Who is with me? My wife is with me, who does not want to be on camera. Marina is Mrs. Triple T. Justin Wilson, I absolutely remember him. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me. I guarantee. I'm going to tell y'all a story right now. I do remember Justin Wilson, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe Marina will say hey. She's over here telling me everything I'm doing wrong, right? So she's got a lot to say.
Be nice.
Yeah, he did need closed caption, didn't he? Yes, Andrea. Beignet, beignet, baguette. I can't even say it.
Baguette.
You know what I'm talking about, the French bread. Oh yeah, Traeger's good stuff. My grill is a Monument. I bought it off of Amazon. I love it. It's great. I just got a load of wood delivered to my house here about a week ago. So we built a fire last night. I do not own a smoker. I wish I did. Um, my meat comes from Sam's Butcher Shop, and it's already smoked pretty much. But yeah, oak is good. Yeah, Sam smokes all of his meat with cherry wood, and it is delicious. You're right, Jan. They're nuts. The only senator we've got some good senators. I'm a big fan of Rand Paul. I was a big fan of his father. I like Mike Lee of Utah. He's pretty good. J.D. Vance is pretty good. Uh, Josh Hawley of Missouri is pretty good. Who's the one from Arizona they've got? He's pretty good. Now his name escapes me. Hmm. There's some good ones, but not many. It's a uniparty, like I say a lot. But anyway, uh, about once a month swelling. I get about 30 pounds a month. Yeah, it's a uniparty, all right. If I had my druthers, Rand would get into the White House, but I don't have my druthers. I tell people, if anybody ever asks me what I want for Christmas, I tell them I want my druthers, because if I had my druthers, I could change the world. But I need my druthers. All right, we're closing in on an hour. I think maybe that'll be it, unless I get a brainstorm or something. All you guys talking about food, you're starting to get me hungry. I need to go eat some supper here. I usually eat fairly early. I go to bed like at 8 o'clock at night because I'm up at like 2:30 in the morning. I'm an early riser. Local farmer, Andrea. That's good. Yeah, buy local. If you can at all buy local, you absolutely should. Yes, I go right to Nick Saban's front door and bang on it, and I say, "Here, I got your cake, buddy." No, I don't go anywhere near Nick Saban. I'm a Georgia fan, not a Bama fan. I'm uh I'm on an island over in Alabama as far as that goes. Everybody in Alabama, generally speaking, is either an Alabama fan or an Auburn fan, and I am neither. I'm Georgia. Two-time defending national champion, I might add. But anyway, she does, Swelling. She does, yes. Yes, local is the way to go. Absolutely. If you can locate a local farm that sells meat, that's the way to go, man. I'm telling you, because if you get it right from the source, you're getting good stuff. You go to the supermarket, you don't know what you're getting, you know? No telling where it came. Might have come from China for all we know. We want to avoid that if we can.
What about the machine made meat?
You want to avoid that. Yeah, I know. All right. All right, guys. I guess that's going to do it. That's about an hour. That's about what I figured on. I'm glad all of you showed up. I'm glad you're all doing well. I'm glad you got to watch the Durand this week. That was a lot of fun. Some of you came to our channel from the Durand, I think, and that's terrific. Bonita married the farmer. There we go. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll try and have a video up tomorrow by noontime or so, Alabama time, Central time. And I'm so glad that you came today and spent some time with me. I really enjoyed it. It was my privilege and pleasure to be with you all today. So thank you all for coming. And I will see you tomorrow. It's Trailer Trash Tim. Over and out.